This says Cenat's Protégé.
Cenat's Protégé,
Protégé? Oh,
Rakai 2X. This guy's
excuse me. Protégé.
a tear the past several weeks, and it hasn't been one that's won him any favors. Now, the most recent one that ended up getting him banned was this incident with some stolen flowers at Walmart, which I'll play you guys the clip right now.
Get a cart. Oh, no. Oh God, we should get this to somebody. Have a beautiful day.
You too.
I gotta show you.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
God bless you.
Did you already pay for them?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, thank you.
All right, have
Just-
a great day. God
just
bless
lied.
Bye-bye.
Bro just lied. What the f-
Just don't touch my truck. Now, should I say, everybody got locked in, bro.
So here you can see that he picked up this bouquet of flowers, did not pay for it, handed it off to this lady, and this lady probably thought he paid for it. She walked off. This is theft on camera. This is the second person that committed theft on camera, because the first one was Nina Lin, the Asian female streamer from New York City. Probably got one of the thickest New York accents I've ever seen. I mean, you got Jim Jones is probably battling her. Well, probably Jim Jones is one of her top 10 rappers if we had to ask. I really do wonder what that woman's top 10 rappers are, though. That would be an interesting list to get. But
That would be interesting, actually. Yes, it would.
so he didn't get banned for this, and he continued, and then he was streaming I think it was like a 99-0 challenge with Clicks, who's one of the biggest Fortnite streamers, one of a very competitive Fortnite player. I don't know if he won any championships, because I really didn't follow Fortnite like that, but elite streamer. The guy's been at the game since he was like 12 years old. So what they do is a pro Fortnite player gives like a 99 kill lead to a streamer, in this case Rakai. Clicks previously did it with Blackboy Max too, and then if they can get one kill on Clicks, they win the wager, and if Clicks gets 100 kills straight without dying, of course, then he wins the wager. So they did a wager for 6,500, and of course Clicks won. Like, these guys are demons at the game. I didn't really play Fortnite. I played it when it first came out for a day or two. I was like, what am I doing, dog? Like, what am I doing? And then I just got off. It was a cool game, but I just never got into it. I was locked in at that time. You guys got to think 2018. Like, come on, man. I was dropping like crazy back then. Well, actually more so now. But regardless, this isn't about me. And then what happens? Rakai refuses to pay. So this is kind of crazy. This might fall in the lineage. Now, I'm not saying Cenat is a thief. We have not seen Cenat steal. Granted, he did do a prank where he was taking money out of the tip jar, and he got a lot of flack for that. But, you know, we let that pass. He wasn't actually stealing. He was going to give people more money than he took out of the tip jar. You could say it was in poor taste. That's understandable. But people like XQC say Kai owes them some money. I don't know where that comes from, but I do not know XQC to be a liar. So Rakai, other people are saying he owes them money too. And then what happens? Rakai gets banned while on live stream, and he calls Clicks, and Clicks has no mercy. So I'm gonna play you guys that clip right now.
Why the f you just get banned? Wait, I think in TOS it says a no. I think it says a no scamming, Rakai. I think that says it in the TOS, Rakai. So hopefully that teaches you a lesson. All right? Don't scam, motherfucker. 'Cause it's always gonna bite you in your. Hey, this is why he doesn't f with me, bro. This is why you don't f with me. This is why you don't f with me, bro.
And this is understandable. This is understandable. Like, yo, dog, you're not going to be out here scamming the guy. And this is the clip that people were saying he got banned for initially when it came to the Click situation.
Money.
And guess what?
Send me my money right now.
Guess what? Kai do owe me, but guess who's not getting money? You ugly. He can owe me all your months, but guess what? That $6,500 is still my bank account. So you.
Okay, okay, Rakai.
keep in mind, you don't really know why the streamer got banned. Unless the streamer tells you. They used to not even tell you why you got banned unless you were higher up on Twitch. But this led to people realizing that Rakai, he would post that he wouldn't be unbanned until December 2nd, 2027, which is a 730-day ban, which is a 2-year ban. Yes, a 2-year ban. And we didn't know if this was for the theft. We didn't know if this was for the scamming. But most of us thought, like, including me, I was like, yo, this is egregious. First off, I thought that, yo, did this guy fake it? Because usually, if you're getting a suspension for that long, they just tell you indefinite. They don't tell you the exact amount of days. And a lot of streamers, they don't know how long they're banned for. So when I saw that, I was like, is this fake? But then like people were telling me that he just uploaded it immediately after. I didn't think that he would fake something like this. And then you start to see other people reacting to this situation. One of them being one of the biggest streamers, Asmongold. And I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
Do you honestly think Rakai would have been banned longer if he was white? Honestly, I feel like he capped out. I do. I feel like Rakai definitely, I feel like it's embarrassing that you've had so many bad actors on Twitch. And the one, it's like, this is what happened with Speed. This is actually, it's funny to think about this because this is exactly what happened with Speed, is that Speed got banned for ever because he said something that was awful. He said it was awful, it was terrible, should have never said it. But at the end of the day, the shit that he said is one thing done by a kid. Meanwhile, you have adults doing that's worse than that repeatedly, and they get a less suspension. Now, what does Speed and Rakai have in common? I don't know, but I think it's interesting. I think it's very interesting. What is going on?
And this is a good point because I show Speed, he got banned for a grape joke that was on an E-date that Aiden Ross hosted with Ash Cash when he said, oh, if we were the last 2 people on Earth, would you let me hit? And then she said no, and then he said, well, who's going to stop me? That's what got him banned. Now, and he was banned for several years for that, but it was an indefinite suspension. Nina Lynn has done crazier stuff on stream. We can for sure agree on that, and she's even said crazier stuff. Like, she blatantly stole and said, yeah, I took that, and what? That's wild. I don't gotta respect it. Like, I'm trying to figure out some sort of like, nah, I respect the gang. No, I don't. I do not at all. Rakai, he didn't like flex anything like that, but he was saying, Asmongold's kind of got a point. He's like, yo, if this guy's getting a 2-year ban, I better not see Nina Lynn's face on here in the next 3 days, which is understandable considering she's a repeat offender. So what happens is that Rakai, the next day, he gets on YouTube to stream, and this guy's got cross-platform motion. I think for there's YNs, but like the people watching Rakai, they're the YN's kids. So these like kids, these kiddie audience, he's got them on lock because of course there's no grown man watching a Rakai stream. Like this guy's he's doing like sleepovers with a bunch of chicks that don't even look like they're out of high school. He's putting a lot of effort into his content. I will say that, but he explains the situation. I'm gonna play that for you guys right now.
I look to my right, gang, it logged me out. I'm like, oh my God, my Wi-Fi. Not pay my Wi-Fi bill. Not pay the Wi-Fi bill from like, cause everybody in the room got their own Wi-Fi bill. So I'm like, did I not pay my Wi-Fi bill? I'm thinking, did I get hacked? Did I not pay my Wi-Fi bill? So I'm like, oh my gosh. So then I signed back in to Rakai. That said, and you know that feeling, bro. If anybody stream on Twitch, you know that feeling when you find out you banned from trying to log in your. When you know that feeling, all the streamers, you know that feeling, bro. I'm like, I just got banned. I'm like, yo, Clicks, bro. I just got banned, bro. He said you're lying. So I just got banned. So I'm gonna call you back. Hung the fuck up. So this is where the scary parts get, right? Every Twitch streamer knows this. When you get banned, you don't know how long it is. You don't know nothing. I said, let me see. I go to appeal. That said 2 motherfucking years. Wahi! Dean! That said 2 years! I'm like, gang, like, I'm gonna keep the buck, bro. I'm gonna keep the buck, gang. I ain't, like, listen, I'm gonna keep it both, bro.
I know his stomach dropped when he saw that 2 years. I know he hit the F5. Actually, I don't even know if he knows the shortcut for F5. I know he hit the refresh. That's for sure. He was like, there's no way this is 2 years. His stomach definitely dropped to, hell, probably his hips. And he might have fell down to his knees, like when the law came, you know? Shout out to Lil Durk. So I really do feel for him. And when I saw this, I was like, wow, I would not wish this on him at all. Like, the whole... So he addresses the stealing clip, which I'm going to play for you guys right now.
Listen, bro. We in Walmart. I handed the girl the flowers. I said, here, but I didn't buy them, right? I handed the flowers. I'm so I'm so cute, I'm so petite, I'm so good looking, I'm so good looking, I'm so nice and so smart. I told my assistant, I said, yo, tell her that I didn't buy it, put it back. But I didn't show it on stream. So you feel me? I get where Twitch is coming from, bro. But I just feel like for 2 years, it's honestly crazy. You feel me? Like I just feel like 2 years is on a whole different level, bro. 2 years is crazy, bro. It's honestly crazy.
So he says, now keep in mind, this guy's also really good at dodging accountability, and they're babying this kid a little bit too much. Because with Clicks, for instance, this guy, Clicks is, I think he's like 19, 20 or something like that. But everyone's like, yo, Rakai's still 17, he's only 16, he's only 17, this and that. Well, Clicks was like, yo, when I was 17, I had 19 employees. I had been doing this since I was 12. And I was managing all of these employees. I was making sure everybody uploaded. Like, this guy, Clicks, was just more mature. Rakai just acts like a kid. That's it. Like, this guy, he couldn't even brush his teeth. He went to the dentist and they said I think during Mafia-thon, I thought it was a meme that they were saying like, yo, this guy's breath stank. He goes to the dentist, they tell him he got gingivitis. Like, that's crazy. So this kid is clearly not too responsible for a 17-year-old. And we're not treating a 17-year-old like he's a 10-year-old, right? Like, you got to tell him to shower and brush his teeth. Like, the kid's 17. People his age are doing college applications whilst managing whatever sport they're doing in school, whilst doing extracurriculars, whilst having time for friends and family, and studying, and whatever else they may be doing on the side. Probably watching this guy as well. And if they're 17, they're probably watching like a Kai Cenat or something like that, or whoever else. So they're doing all of these things. This guy just has to hop on the game and stream. Not hop on the game, but hop on the stream and entertain. Hey, come on now. Like, he knows what he's doing, and he's got a mentor, which is Kai Cenat, that's been walking him through the ropes of this whole streaming game. So you're seeing the person do it in front of you, and he's teaching you, and you know what you should and shouldn't do. So we're not giving this guy any passes. Does that mean I think he should have been banned for 2 years? Absolutely not. But you know not to do something like that. And also, I think it's such a whack thing to put the lady in, because you put this clip out, you clip farmed, you giving flowers to a lady. But then off camera, you told your assistant, hey, tell that lady those flowers aren't paid for. So the lady doesn't even get the flowers. So you rug pulled the joy from that lady. You rug pulled her joy, and you allowed everybody to believe that you gave her some flowers. And then people that are watching it are thinking you stole. So I think either way, the situation's screwed. Like, at least you should have said, nah, we paid for it off camera, or we told her to pay for it. But you said, nah, tell her that they ain't paid for. So either way, this situation does not make the guy look good. Now, what he's saying, his explanation is that he didn't commit a crime, which...
In 3 steps, I'm going to show you how you can make an extra $1,000, $10,000.
Sure, but I'm like, damn. Like, that's grimy what you did for that clip. And I tweeted about this, and I said the following. Kai Cenat's entire plan is effed. This kid was his protege. He got a content house for the Clover Boys. The Clover Boys are like the B team of AMP. They're Kai Cenat's group. Pretty much everybody he damn near put on. It's Stolta, the Brazilian guy, Ty Lilshow, who already had motion prior to Kai Cenat, but Kai Cenat's helped him a lot. Reggie, also known as Lil Rodney's son, who he was popping on IG, but streaming-wise, Kai put him on. He'll even admit that. Rakai and Ray. And he got these guys a house. And I said, now Rakai can't be on any of their streams, or they risk getting banned. He can't be on Kai's streams either. So if this guy was banned for 2 years, him being in that house means nothing. He might as well get out of that house, because they have to dodge him while they're streaming. And that ruins the whole plan. That's why I thought, Kai Cenat's got to make that boss call. But Rakai says he called Kai Cenat and asked him to make that boss call. And I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
Yo, listen, chat, listen. I literally called Kai. I said, Daddy, make that boss call, please, Daddy, please. I set the phone up like this and got on my knees and said, please, Daddy.
And Sneeko donated $10
You feel me?
Super chat. Free RAKAI.
Yo, thank you for $10 dono. And thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Free me, bro. Feel me? Thank you, bro. And hung up on my face. You know, so it's like.
Nah, this kid is moving crazy. Like, the way that this kid talks, and we already saw his burner Twitter account or X account leak. This kid is, unfortunately, he got possessed by the goon demon. He hasn't had his
The goon demon is crazy, bro.
from that, but this guy's a complete, full, utter gooner. It's really sad, frankly, and I don't know how this money is really how he's handling this money. But he's saying that Cenat wasn't going to try to help him. I believe that's cap, because this is the first time we've ever seen Twitch support reply to something like this. So Twitch replied and said, "This was an isolated incident. We are aware of a visual bug." A visual bug? I've never seen anything like this. I've seen a lot of Twitch bans in my time. I'm talking a lot of Twitch bans. And I have never seen them say, "Oh, yeah, that was a visual bug." Never. "We are aware of visual bug that caused the suspension length listed in this creator's appeals portal to be incorrect." I do think it was a bug, though, because, like I said, I've also never seen, "Oh, you've been banned for a year, you've been banned for even 6 months." I think the most I've seen is 90 days. "Our teams are working to fix this issue, but we know from our investigation that other creators aren't experiencing this error," which is very, very odd. "This isolated issue didn't impact his email notification, and we've confirmed that the email the creator received did include the correct suspension length. We've also clarified this with the creator directly." And that's what happens. You usually get the email that tells you the length of the duration. So I don't know if Rakai was confused or if he wanted to farm it for content that he was banned for 2 years. I'm not sure. But we would get the answer that his ban was reduced from 2 years to 2 weeks after the visual bug, quote unquote. What I think this actually is Cenat made that boss call. Nah, I think Cenat would have made the boss call because he's not losing money on this whole situation that they've got. But I think this was an actual bug. As you know, it's less fun for us to not be conspiratorial, but a 2-year ban, that's outrageous, especially in the time right now. And for them to ban a 17-year-old for 2 years when you've got a fully grown adult, Nina Lynn, brazenly stealing. And what this guy did, I think the wager, like him not paying a wager, it is scummy. Let's be honest. Like, this guy, I wouldn't trust this guy with anything, considering his behavior. Like, this guy's faking clips of giving a lady flowers. This guy's not paying his wagers, not brushing his teeth, just gooning and talking trash about other streamers on a burner account. Like, this guy's distrust is how I would label him. That's for sure. He is funny, though. He's a funny kid. And would I sit down and watch his stream? Hell no. I'm not 13 anymore. Like, what the hell? But I do respect it. Not any of his behavior, but his grind. This guy, he is entertaining that generation. I promise you. If you were a little kid, I don't know. People are different. But I get why little kids find him entertaining. But so he's going to have to sit down for a little while. Now, the one thing that I don't really get is how he was able to stream on YouTube immediately after. I think the rules have changed on Twitch. Usually you had to sit down, but partner contracts have changed that they allow you to stream on multiple platforms. So he immediately, because another streamer, Greek God X, he got banned on Twitch and he was immediately streaming on Kick right after. And this was, I think it was the same day as Rakai getting banned. So I think 2 weeks is an adequate amount of time. It's not too long, but it's long enough for him to sit down. Although him streaming on YouTube, I think he needs 2 weeks off of streaming, not just hopping on YouTube and streaming in the meantime before he can get back on Twitch. Like, they need to put the reins on this kid, because this is not something that's going to change. I don't really see this changing unless they get him together and they're like, "Hey, look, these are the rules you got to follow." But how do you tell a kid that's making like 350, 400 grand a month at 16, 17 what to do? That's hard. Probably even Cenat can't really tell him what to do like that, because he's got the mentality of like a 13-year-old too. I think that's his biggest problem. But hey, only time will tell. I hope he matures, because Kai, I think he always had things planned, because Kai started more as like a YouTuber. And there's a lot of planning that goes into content and things that he had to do. This guy kind of just came up as a streamer. Or was he a TikToker? I need to look more into this guy's first content that he was posting. Because while Cenat did blow him up, he had to find him somewhere. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. You think 2 weeks is adequate? You think he should have gotten a little bit more for that? I really want to know what you guys think about the flower incident. That's the one that tripped me out, man. I was like, yo, I don't think your explanation makes it any better. So you faked the clip and told the lady, like, hey, by the way, like, you couldn't even pay for the flowers after handing them to the lady? That really, I wouldn't say it bothered me or it irked me. I'm just like, this is what the streamer brain is now.
I mean, it's not good to, like, you know, put people in position for your actions. Like, it could go so wrong. It's like, this person could literally be in a predicament that somebody else should have been in, which is like, now they have to be in a predicament for somebody else's actions. But I don't know. And then having to, you know, anybody could say anything, but just can freak you over. I'm not gonna say that word, but they could just, you know, they could flip you over by just saying whatever they gotta say or just greeting you, whatever. Just the interaction, the delivery, the way they talk, and then they can still freak you over just based on what happens. But it's controversial, so I don't know anything about Twitch or the bans or anything. But I don't know.